Stars and Galaxies. Chapter 22, Galaxies and the Universe. Lesson 4. Galaxies. Most stars exist in galaxies. Galaxies are huge collections of stars. The universe has hundreds of billions of galaxies. Each galaxy can contain hundreds of billions of stars. Dark matter. Gravity holds stars together. Gravity also holds gravities together. Astronomers study how gravities rotate and how gravity affects their movement. They have found that most matter in the galaxies is invisible. Matter that emits no light at any wavelengths is dark matter. Scientists hypothesize that more than 90% of the universe's mass is dark matter. Scientists do not know what material this invisible dark matter contains. Types of galaxies. There are three major types of galaxies. Galaxies can be spiral, elliptical, and irregular. Spiral galaxies. The stars, gas, and dust is a spiral galaxy. Exist in spiral arms that begin at a central disk. Some spiral arms are long and symmetrical. Others are short and stubby. Spiral galaxies are thicker near the center of a region called the central bulge. A spherical halo of globular clusters and older, redder stars surrounds the disk. Elliptical galaxies. Unlike spiral galaxies, elliptical galaxies do not have an internal structure, sometimes as spheres like basketballs, others as shaped like footballs. Elliptical galaxies have higher percentages of old red stars than spiral galaxies do. They contain little or no gas or dust. Scientists hypothesize that many elliptical galaxies form as gravity or two or more spiral galaxies come together. Irregular galaxies. The galaxies that are oddly shaped are called irregular galaxies. Many form from the gravitational pull of the neighboring galaxies. Irregular galaxies contain many young stars and have areas of intense star formation. Groups of galaxies. Galaxies are not distributed evenly in the universe. Gravity holds them together in groups called clusters. Some clusters of galaxies are enormous. The Virgo cluster contains about 2,000 galaxies. Most clusters exist in even larger structures called superclusters. Between superclusters are voids, which are regions of nearly empty space. Scientists hypothesize that large-scale structure of the universe resembles a sponge. The Milky Way is a spiral galaxy that contains gas and almost 200 billion stars. The Sun, Earth, and the rest of our solar system is inside the disk of the Milky Way. The Milky Way is part of the Local Group, a cluster of about 30 galaxies. The Andromeda Galaxy is the largest galaxy in the Local Group. Scientists expect the Great Milky Way to begin merge with the Andromeda Galaxy in about 3 billion years because stars are far apart in galaxies. Few stars are likely to collide during this event. The Big Bang Theory. Is there a beginning to time? According to the Big Bang Theory, the universe began from 1 billions of years ago and has been expanding ever since. Origin and expansion of the universe. Most scientists agree that the universe is 13 to 14 billion years old. The universe was so dense and hot at first that even atoms didn't exist. After a few 100,000 years, the universe cooled enough for atoms to form. Eventually, stars formed and gravity pulled them into galaxies. Stretching space. As the universe expands, space stretches and galaxies move away from one another. The same thing happens in a loaf of unbaked raisin bread. As the dough rises, the raisins move apart. Scientists observe how space stretches by measuring the speed at which galaxies move away from Earth. As the galaxies move away, their wavelengths lengthen and stretch out. How does light stretch? Doppler shift. How have you have probably heard the siren of a speeding police car. As the figure below illustrates, when the car moves towards you, the sound waves compress. As the stars move away, the sound waves spread out. Similarly, when visible light travels toward you, its wavelength compresses. When light travels away from you, its wavelength stretches out. It shifts to the red end of the visual light path of the electromagnetic spectrum. The shift to a different wavelength is called the Doppler shift. Because the universe is expanding, light from galaxies is redshifted. The more distance a galaxy is, the faster it moves away from the sun, and the more it is redshifted. Dark energy. Will the universe expand forever? Or will gravity cause the universe to contract? Scientists have observed the galaxies are moving away from Earth faster over time. To explain this, they suggest that a force from dark energy is pushing the galaxies apart. Dark energy is dark matter. Is an active area of research. There is still much to learn about the universe and all that it contains. Mini glossary. Big Bang theory. The theory that the universe began from 1 billion years ago and has been expanding ever since. Dark matter. Matter that emits no light at any wavelengths. Doppler shift. The shift to different wavelengths. Galaxy. A huge collection of stars.